There are numerous occasions when there would be a need to change the icon on PeopleSoft screen. Here you usually find the Oracle default icon. Our motive over here is to change it to the icon that we need, not just in the fluid interface but also in the classic interface. Similarly, we can even change the icon for a smaller form factor. If you would like to know how to change this icon, please keep watching. So let's begin with the default screen. When you go to the fluid default screen or the home screen, you would see the Oracle logo. Similarly, you'll find a similar logo on the classic screen. This is also known as classic homepage. The top bar or the breadcrumbs that you're seeing is because of the theme that I'm using. It is called default branding theme, and it completely governs how your top bar looks. So let's go and find out what is our default branding theme right now. You can follow this navigation at the top to understand where exactly this is located. The current default branding theme for me is alternative. For you, it might be different. This theme is delivered by PeopleSoft. There are 4 components to this theme, namely homepage header, macro set, theme style sheet, and the global override style sheet. There are other factors also, but we are not concerned about them right now. For example, the default footer. We are not going to touch this factor at all. Now, to move ahead, what we need to do is to create a custom theme which looks similar to this theme but has a different logo. This is especially helpful to reduce number of customizations. So let's deal with these components one by one. Let's start with the style sheets. I'm going to select the style sheet, open up my app designer, open up the style sheet, copy all the contents from this style sheet, close it without making any changes. Now go to the navigation branding objects. Here PeopleSoft provides us a functionality to upload style sheet. I'm going to paste all the contents of the delivered style sheet over here. I have previously determined what name I'm going to use for the style sheet. You can choose any that you like. This was the first part. Now I'll have to find out what value I should be providing in the global override style sheet. You will have to use this style sheet, PT brand fluid template. Since this value is blank, you might not be able to see, but we'll have to select this style sheet from the app designer. Go to Free Form tab. Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Copy all the contents of this fluid template style sheet and close it without saving. Repeat the procedure. Give any name that you like. I have predetermined these names for the sake of time so that I don't have to type everything. But you can give any names. Now you'll have to upload the images that you want to see over here. If you see, this is a big logo or a full logo. Similarly, I'll be uploading a small logo. This logo would be helpful when we log into PeopleSoft through a mobile phone or through a screen which is very small. One thing you will notice over here, I've kept the height of both the logos as 35 pixels. This will be very helpful in aligning this logo appropriately. Just make sure that the logo size remains to 35 in height. Now let's go back to the other components of the theme. So we now have a style sheet that can be provided over here, and we have a style sheet which can be provided over here. Now we need to change the macros. This too is very simple. Go to branding, go to theme macro set. You will find a default macro set over here. We'll have to copy this macro set. Go to this macro set. Now we'll need to update the names of the logos over here. So hit a find on LOGO logo. Ensure that you are hitting the find from the grid properties. I can see 4 values over here. I'm going to change the last 2. This will be my full logo and this will be my small logo. After some time, we are going to change this padding value, but I would like to show you what happens if this value is not changed. So we'll come to this later on. For now, our macro set is ready. Let's go back to the themes. I'm sorry. Now we have 3 components now, and we need just one more component. Follow this navigation and provide the header ID. This header ID was derived from the theme assemble theme values. I'm going to come over here and do a save as. I can use any value. Hit OK, and all the 4 components that you need to change the logo are almost ready. Now it's time to assemble our theme. Go back to this theme, do a save as of this theme now. Hit OK. Now you can see a new theme has been generated. Instead of default, use the word custom over here so that you can identify your theme. As I said before, these 4 values have to be changed. I'm providing the same values that I have created. Now I'll be providing the style sheets that I created. You would observe that I'm using a prefix of A. I have seen that there is a problem if you use ZZ at the beginning. So it is better to use a A and then use a ZZ. Now this theme has been assembled. Just copy this theme and use it in your branding options. Do you want to save? Yes. We are almost there. You won't see the logo right now, so just sign out and try to log in once again. You'll see the logo over here, but now the problem is of alignment. You can see it is not very well aligned. Let's fix this. There's another problem that you would be seeing. That means that would be you won't be able to see the logo in classic homepage. We are going to fix this too. So let's go back to the theme macro set as I mentioned before. Let's go back to the theme macro set that we are using right now, and you remember the padding that we had discussed earlier. We are going to change it to 0 now. Logo top padding. I'm changing this to 0. Save. Go to home page, and this looks much better. There is no padding at the top and it is evenly distributed. What we need to do now is to fix the classic homepage. For this, we need to go back to the style sheets that we created. Follow this navigation. These are the style sheets that we created. Let's go to the theme style sheet. If you view this theme style sheet, you can see the PT Oracle logo alt image has been hard coded over here. So the easiest way to do it, to make a change, is to replace this. This is the name of the image that I used. I'm just going to go over here and change it. This is at a very beginning of the style sheet, so it is easy to find. It's just at the beginning. So I'm going to save this. Are we able to see the results? No. I just sign out, sign in once again. And I can see the results now. Let's check this in a smaller form factor. When you log on to PeopleSoft using a cell phone, you'd be able to see this image, not the full image. That's why we have loaded two separate images. But remember, both images should have the height of only 35 pixels. This concludes today's episode. For next, we would be changing this logo.